Well, look, it's a lot of history. It's the history of my family and myself, and it started there for me as a player. I went from a player, gave me an opportunity to become a representative player, and went on, you know, were lucky enough to play for the Junior All Blacks and the MAORI All Blacks. It also gave me an opportunity as coaching, so I went from playing to coaching, coached the Clifton Seniors to a championship, and then went on to coach Taranaki, and again on to coach Super Rugby, MAORI Rugby and Junior All Blacks. So it all started, the grassroots of it started with my club, Clifton.
Clifton Rugby Club means a lot to me personally. My father played for this club, my wife's father played for this club, my son plays for this club. I started playing for this club when I was 5 years old. The club used to represent the town of Waitara, which is just down the road, and I have made so many friends through this club, it's quite unbelievable. We got married in the club rooms, so Clifton Rugby to me has been a major part of my life, and I really appreciate it. And I have now been coaching junior rugby for the last 7 years, so I'm now in the stage of my life where I want to start giving something back to it. So it's a major part of my life.
This club rooms was built with volunteer labour. The club employed 2 builders and then had 8 or 10 farmers come up each day that helped, laid blocks, carried timber and did all those sorts of things. So the club was built with free labour, so people then really respect the building because they put a lot of sweat into it. The gym was done the same, the grandstand was done the same. So it's a community effort that's gone in. We haven't asked for handouts, we've sort of done things ourselves, but today it's getting harder and harder to people to spend time like this. A lot of the farmers come up in between milkings, and the people in town come up in the weekends and twilight saving. So it's been a mixture of everyone, and it's brought a lot of people together. So that's what the rugby club means to me.
Clifton Rugby means a lot to me, really, because it's the club I first came to when I was 15 years of age. My father was, I think he was the president of the club at that stage, and I was drawn to the club because of all my mates and friends that played here. I have thoroughly enjoyed my stay here, and both playing and coaching and administration wise. And yes, the Clifton Rugby Club is just my club, and as far as I'm concerned, and it's something I'm very proud to say that I'm a Clifton Rugby Club supporter and administrator, and it goes a long way as far as I'm concerned.
Well, for me it's an opportunity to improve players on the field and players off the field to become better people, and if I can do both those things, then we're heading in the right direction. Well, hopefully the Clifton community will get behind the rugby club, because we're presenting ourselves as an exciting team, so we're worth coming to watch, and they enjoy the company after the games, and just being part of the whole setup, not only because of the success that we're having, but because of all the extra things that we're doing off the field, such as the festival game at the Camp Reserve.
I've been involved with the Clifton Rugby Club since I left school. It was in 1960, and since that time I've either been playing, coaching, managing, refereeing or ministering rugby. So it's formed a major part of my life. In fact, to such a degree that my wife once said to me that if that rugby club had tits on it, you would have married it. Yeah, the academy actually started when we were looking for somewhere to go for a training camp. When I was involved with managing senior team, and there was nowhere to go. You either had to book into a hotel at quite a bit of expense. Hey, we've got some spare room here, why don't we develop our own? Since developing it, we've had you know, a number of teams, the Hurricanes, both junior and senior teams, Waikato, and as you know, last week we had the Chiefs, Auckland Blues, Colts and age group teams, rugby. So yeah, it's getting a fair amount of use and certainly serving the purpose for which it was developed. Well, I think there's two things. One, we've probably got as good a grounds as you'd get anywhere in New Zealand. They're well looked after, and the other thing is that we own them. So we're not reliant on councils or anybody else as to when and how we use the ground. So it's great for our junior teams. They can train whenever they want, and likewise we've got a pretty good lighting system. We certainly want to upgrade it, and it's great for all teams.
In regards to the design, Te Kōkiri Tour, charging of warriors, it was about bringing two clubs together to be united as one. The players have embraced it, and also the club members have done too, to be able to bring the wairua or the great feeling of sense of belonging back into the club of Clifton. I'm working for a school called Huirangi, very local to Clifton. We have a cluster of schools, amongst that is Tikorangi, and we play sports on the Clifton sports field, and we also use their facilities to help us run other events. The good points of that is nurturing and educating our junior grades so that the momentum continues to carry on.
I think people do tend to forget about, you know, the mums and the wives and that with this club. I mean, it's run so well the past couple of years, and the support's insane, but I do put a lot of that down to the hard work that ladies do in the kitchen, behind the bar. I think we really need to acknowledge them, because I think that they are the backbone to this club, and without them the boys would have no lunch and dirty washing. So got him into rugby. Probably we would have been a little bit too young, but as soon as he got that Clifton shirt on, he thought he was bloody Dan Carter or something. And I remember asking him last year, I said to him, you know, who's your favourite rugby player? And he paused and he goes, my dad. And I thought, you know, that's really cool.
Well, I'd love to see other sporting groups get involved with Clifton Rugby Club and form a really strong hub or base of different sports, and hopefully that encourages a lot of kids to join the club for different reasons. We need to be self-sustaining, and if we can do that and create a bit of a hub where kids can just come and live happy lifestyles, live, love and laugh rugby and sport in general.
Clifton to me and my family is just, you go there and even though you may have been away for a couple of years, there'll always be somebody that you know. You're always made to feel welcome. My daughter Michaela, she started off her junior rugby there 2002 and now is at this very moment in Atlanta with the New Zealand Women's Sevens team. So she will always say that it began for her back with the Clifton Rugby Club. The Clifton junior rugby side has been very strong for many years, and what it does is it just encourages those kids when they get older, once they've left school, to go back to that club. I know for the likes of my three sons, there's no other team or club that they would play for than Clifton. Regardless of the mates that they've made at high school, they would still go back to that Clifton Rugby Club because they enjoyed their junior time there. You have to move forward. If you don't move forward, then sometimes you miss the boat, and I think the people that are pushing all these new ideas are doing a wonderful job, and it's exciting for the town, it's exciting for the club.
Taranaki Engineering have been sponsoring Clifton for around about 18 years. We've had our name on the front of the Senior A jersey, and my staff always comment on it, how proud they are to go and watch Clifton on a Saturday. My clients, I take my clients to the games on a Saturday. They are looked after in the club rooms afterwards with meals and drinks and stuff like that. It's really rewarding just to have your staff come up to you and say, oh, thanks very much for contributing towards the club this year, Murray, because we get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I believe anybody who wanted to help assist in sponsoring a club like Clifton would benefit it immensely.
You've mixed with all sorts in the community, bring kids from Waitara, Mokau down all together. made a lot of friends. Our kids have made friendships for life through up here at rugby.
And Clifton Club is a massive opportunity particularly with the youth at the crossroads of their life. Are they going to go to a gang house, or are they going to go to a sports club? And I see so many kids going through that stage, and if you can get a sports club or sports people to help inspire them, to direct them to a club, it'll be fantastic. And I think Clifton has played that role in the community out at Waitara, and it certainly did that for myself and a lot of my mates.
So the big goal going forward obviously is to make Clifton the best little club, not only in Taranaki but in New Zealand, both on and off the field.
My tattoo is my culture, it's my family.